Hello everyone, this is Gautami. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this Learn Full Stack series, we are going to learn few more concepts in HTML and CSS.
In this session, we are going to learn how to add images in web pages, in the web page. So I'll comment this, we'll comment this line. So in order to add images in your web application, we have to use a tag called image tags. So by default, it will provide default attributes called SRC and alternative. SRC is nothing but source. So from where the image you are getting, and alternative means when you are giving a wrong location or wrong file name, that time it will make use of this alternative attribute what the value you have given. First, I'll show it. Before that, I'm going to add a few images into my folder. So you can add it however you like it. Here, I already said that whenever you are trying to use everything into your application, keep it under one roof in one folder. That is I said, right? So what I'll do, I'm just keeping few images, what and all I have, just I kept here. So now what I'm going to do here is I just want to make use of any one of the image as my uh, image in my page. So here SRC is nothing but source. Here just write any image name. Now what I'll do here is I'm going to give a input a dot JPG. First one should give an extension. See, if you have given the name correctly, that time you can able to see that image. If I open my browser, you can see the image is displayed because the name that you have provided here is correct. For suppose if I have given a file name which is not present in your folder, that time what you will get, you will not see anything there. But you have given an image to display. Unfortunately, it is not giving any intimation also. But we need intimation if you are not getting the image in your pages. So that time what we will do here is we are going to provide an alternative value that is called something like anything whatever you like. If I'm giving image, anything you can give. If this file name is incorrect, that time it will give this text that there is some kind of images. Can you see here? Like this. So that is the usage of this alternative attribute in the image tag. If I have given correctly, then the file will display here. And also you can reduce the size and height of the images. How? Just using the properties of CSS, or there is a direct attributes available in the HTML is like width is equal to how much width you want, you can give it. For example, if I'm giving 500, you can it will be size, the size will be adjusted in the horizontal way. If you are using the height attribute, the size will be adjusted in the vertical way. So if I'm giving 200, you can decrease and you can also increase the images. And here I already said that HTML does not support the spaces. So that is the reason after this link, like a Google, beside this only you are getting this image, because that is what you are writing the tag below this only, but it is not taking the space. That is the reason it is coming beside itself. So I don't want to keep the image just beside the link. I just want to make this image just below it. That means in the new line. That time there is an tag called a BR tag. What is the tag we will use here? BR tag. It is also empty tag where it will contain only a opening tag. Just open and check it. See, now it is just below it in the new line. Means what is the meaning of this? Means break the line. Once it finishes, it will come to the next line. How many times you need to give the spaces? That many times, that many lines you can get the new line. See, if I have given 3, you can see the space between this text, this link and this image, like that. And one more thing, I said that with the help of CSS properties also, you can increase and decrease the sizes of a image. That properties are width and height only, but how to specify that means I'll show it now. Instead of using the HTML attributes, we are going to make use of, I have already created CSS file. In that, I'm going to do stylings. So for the image tag, right? So img tag, this is called element selector. In this one, we have already discussed. So I want to give the width. See, whenever you are doing the styles in the using the CSS, the value and the name should separate. Means the property and the value should separate with colon symbol. But in the HTML attributes, we are using what symbol? Equal to symbol. That you have to notice here. Equal to symbols. Okay, equal to symbol we are using. Now, width I'm giving something like 250 pixels. And also see, when I'm writing the values, I'm not keeping in the quotations. But in the HTML, like whenever I'm writing the styles in the beginning tag of the HTML tag, I'm giving values inside the quotations. This and all you need to notice. Okay. So height, I'm just giving it like 100 pixels. Okay, this we already learned. See, this is how it looks like, right? So now what I need to do here is I just want to make this image this side, not on the right side. By default, everything, like whatever it may be, the text, the icons, and whatever you are keeping in your documentation, by default, everything is going to be placed on the left side only. If you want to align the image either at the center or at the right side, then you have to make use of a property called a float property. If I want to make a image at the right side, just make use of a property called float. That time it is going to placed at the right side. Now, if you want to place the image at the left, at the center, what we can use here is there is a tag called center tag, and place that image tag just inside those tags. Now you can see the image is going to be placed at the center. Okay, and now what I want to do here is you can also provide borders for this, like a frames. How to provide a frames for that and all means you can make use of a property called a border property, where this broad border property will have a three parts, like what is the width of the border, and what will be the color of the border, and what type of border you need to apply for your in the documentation. Means three things you have to mention. One is the width of the border and what type of border. There are different types of borders we have, like solid, dashed, underline, range, outline, inline, that kind of different types of border styles also there. So solid means a normal line, and I'm just giving the color here as a blue color. So must and should provide a three values for the border. Can you see the border is in blue color? You can increase as you like. If I'm giving 10, you can see the border width is going to be increased. I'll keep it side by side to see in parallelly, okay, to see it parallelly. So if I'm using some other style called dotted, if you see the see here, you got the border in dotted format. If you had used some other kind of styling, you can see dashed. You can also give it as something like, just if you don't know, what you can see here is simply keep it, you can get it. For example, I thought it's unset. There is so many things. Unset is also there, which will give a 3D format kind of things. Like it's not working, not unset, I think. So outline, that kind of things maybe. Okay. Mm. Outset, yeah. Outset, you can see it, you will get some kind of shades. You can see here shades. This is light and this is light, little dark. So that kind of things. If you use inset, you can able to get some kind, see, just opposite things. It means some kind of color variations you can see when by using this inset, outset. And there is a one more thing also. I think ridge is also be used for getting a, see here, you can see like frame. Can you see? It's like 3D things. So this is how you can, this is a shorthand method actually. If you want to apply individually for a border, you can make use of border style. You can give the value whatever you like. So I'm just going to give solid. See, if I'm giving only one value, are you getting, see here, by default, you are getting what color? Black color. Now you can apply the color of your border. So use a property called border color. Now I'm going to give something like what color? I'll give the red color. So now you can see the border color will become red color. And by default, it will take a like 1 pixel like that size. You can also increase the border size just using the property called border width. Okay, just give whatever, how much size you want, you can give it. So 10 pixels, you can increase it. And if you observe carefully, the corners are very sharp. I just want to round up those corners. So make use of a property called border radius and give how much you want to round those corners. So you can also round up every side as you like. For example, if I have given 40 pixels, four sides will be equally rounded up. If I have given individual, first it will take from left, right, means top left, top right, bottom left. Sorry, I'm just saying wrongly. Top left, top right, bottom right, bottom left, like that only. So if I, for example, if I'm just giving 10 pixels for top right, sorry, top left, and if I'm giving 20 pixels for top right. Then I'm just giving something like 30 pixels for bottom right and 50 pixels for bottom left side. So you can also specify different roundings just by giving more values, like 4 values. If I want to make my image in the oval shape, then you simply give a value called 50% so that the image will be appeared in this format. Okay, so like this, you can make use of the border property. Later, we are going to see here is some kind of effects. Usually, when you observe, I'll just show one example. Initially, there is no effects on the icons. If I want to make some effects, like when I moving close to that icons, I can able to change the color of that icons. How we can able to do that kind of things means by using a property called hover property, which is present in our CSS. We'll see now what I'm going to do. I'm going to make up, I'm going to apply for these icons. How to apply? So these icons are generated using the tag called I tag, correct? So now what I'll do, I'll just apply I'm going to apply a color for this so that what it will be like. For suppose, first I'll apply like this. So I apply color. I'm just giving it like color. I'm just giving it like a green color. So now these are like in green color, right? Now what I need to do, when I move my cursor on it, the color should get changes, or I just want to give the background color. When I move my cursor, I just want to give the background color for those icons. So if you didn't use here also, no problem. So now when I move my cursor onto it, you need to change the color of that icon. So how to do means, in these icons are present in this selector, ID selector. So whenever you are writing the selectors, use the hash symbol, ID2, I tag. There is a property called hover property. So with the help of this property, you can do changes when you move closer to those icons. So now what I'll do, simply I'm using a property called a background color. Now I'm going to give something like, so let's give something like a pink color. So now see, initially there is no color effect. Now once I move, you can see the colors you can see there. You can see the colors. Correct? See there? You can able to see the colors. And also you can increase the size. Once I move my cursor onto it, not only the background color, I just want to increase the size of the icons also. For that, what we can make use of it in order to increase the size of the fonts, there is a property called a font size. Font size. So I'm just giving something like a 20 pixels. Let's see. Once I move, you can see the icons are getting increasing. Can you see? Like this. Able to understand? Like this. So not only these properties, you can apply so many kind of properties just by using this hover property. So you can apply these hover property on text and also on images also. Let's see how to make or how to apply hover property on this image. Same process you can do it. On the image tag, once I move hover property on it, what I need to do here is I'll just remove this property. Initially, my image is looking like a square shape. So when I move my cursor on it, it should become like a round. See, when I move it, it is going to become like a this one. And also you can change the border color like this, however you like. So I'll just write three things. Means I just want a 5 pixels, and I need yellow background, yellow border with what is the type of the border I need here is I just going to give it something like outset I'm going to give. So now what we'll get, see here. So initially these properties will be applied for my image. Once I move my cursor, you can see the image becomes like a oval shape, and the border you can see like yellow color, and what is the style I have given, outset. Okay, so this is how you can make use of the hover property. So this is all about images. Let's learn how to apply a background for my application or my pages. So in order to add an background, so now we are going to learn how to add background images to our application. So now what I'm going to do here is, in order to apply a background image for your wherever, means specific, if you want to apply background image for complete body, then use the body tag and write the property for adding the background. So now I just want to add a background for complete page. So that's why I make use of the element selector called a body. Here I want to provide a background. So use a property called a background image, and here you should use a function called URL. And in this URL, you should provide the path from where the image you are getting. So I'm getting my image from my folder itself. The name that I have here is in.jpeg. I'm just going to give, just see here, you got the background image. So now what I'll do, I'll just make it as a bigger one. I just increase my, see, if the background you have set it, but if you see, actually the size of the image is only this much. You have seen the extra part also. I don't want to repeat. This one is repeated. I don't want to repeat these kind of things in my page. So to avoid that, you have to use a property in the background is background repeat, no repeat. So then you can see what is the size of the image, only that much size only it is fitted to your page, and the rest it is empty now. Now what I need to do here is I just want to make these single image to fit into my window. Then what you have to do here is there is a property called box sizing border box. Sorry, not border. See, uh, box sizing, you just make it as a content box so that it should work, right? Why it's not working? So you should not box shadow, box sizing only you have to use. Okay, okay. See, instead of writing in the body section, I'm going to do here is, I just want to apply for the complete documentation. Means that should be effective to complete whatever the tags you are using. For complete thing, I need to effect background size. So now what I'm going to here is, I'm going to give here is 100% width. Yeah, now see, yeah. Background size you can use by giving the width as 100% and height I'm going to give here is 100 VH. This is viewport height one. So 100 VH. If you give 100%, what happens? We'll see. So it is going to be fitted only. So now you can see there is some space below this. The size how much you have, that much means the content how much you have, only that much it is going to be taken. So there is a property you have. If you use a box sizing, that also it will be uh, it will also get an output, but here it is not getting. It's okay. So we can make use of this property. The background size should be 100%, means how much the width of the window, that much it will take it, and height also it will take it. If you use VH, it is called viewport height based on the, see, now if you see below it, there is no space below it because it is going to take the height of the window. Whatever the device you open, based on that device, you are going to get it is going to be adjusted. For suppose if I am making it as a small screen, okay, so closed. See, it is going to be adjusted in that specific place. So when how means the height is going to be adjusted based on the devices. Viewport height, we can say. It's a viewport height. Okay, getting my point? The next thing, what we are going, there are so many properties in the background. So if you want to apply background image, you can make use of this background repeat. If you don't want, you just remove it, new repeat, no repeat. And if you to fit for the device width, you can make use of the background size. And here, if I'm giving something like this, means I just want to write some content to show something. So now what I'll do, I'll just copy these. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll just copy some paragraph. So I'll just copy some paragraph. I'll copy some content. I'll copy this content and I'm pasting it for nearly like 5 to 6 times and I'll show it here. So I'll just copy using the paragraph tag. I'm using these things again and again. I will be using. I will show why I'm using this. I'll say. So now I just added 3 paragraphs in my document. Now, here, if you see the 3, you are getting like this. Correct? So, why the reason? Here, it is not fitted. What I need to do here is, you just need to, here, yeah, what I need to do here is, when I'm scrolling, the image should not get scrolled. Only the content that you have provided in the documentation, only that should get scrolled. So for that, we need to use the property called background attachment. Background attachment fixed. So that when you scroll, when you are scrolling also, the image is not getting, the background image is not getting scrolled. Only the text is getting scrolled. Now you can give the color for your text. Here it is not visible. So now what I'll do, I'll change the color of my body. So what color I'm going to give here is, I'm going to give the color as a white color. So you can see the text color, you got it like a white color. So the image is not scrolling. The background image is not scrolling. Only the content what you have written in this is scrolling. So this is how you can fit the things in your documentation. Okay. So this is all about a background property. The next thing we are going to discuss here is I need to apply. So now I'll just remove this color. Now, what I'm going to discuss here is, I just want to apply shadows for my text. For suppose, what is the tag that you have provided for the heading? I think I have given a tag called H1 tag. Now I'm going to do styling for this. I want to apply shadow for my H1 tag. How to apply shadow for my H1 tag, we'll see now. So if you want to apply shadow for your H1 tag, there is a property called text shadow. What is the property we have here? Text shadow, and you have to provide some values. how the shadow will be, how much away from x-axis, how much away from y-axis, and what is the shadow width, means the blurriness of the shadow, and what will be the color of the shadow. So totally you have to give four values. Away from the x-axis, that means 5 pixels. Away from y-axis, I'll give the 5 pixels itself. And what will be the color of your shadow? I'm going to give the yellow color. Before going to give the yellow color, now see, it is exactly the looking like text, but I need to make it like a shadow. Means you need to reduce the uh, proper, means you need to reduce, you need to make it like a blur. Okay, so for that you need to provide the value. For example, if I'm giving something like 6 pixels, you can see, you will see the blurriness, correct? So like this. So total 4 values we have given. You can also give some more shadow also. At a time, you can give multiple shadows, just separating by comma. So now what I'll do, little away, from actual shadow, I want to little away. I'm just going to use 7 pixels away from x-axis, 7 pixels away from y-axis, and the blurriness is this only, it's enough. And I'm going to give the one more blurriness color is a pink color. Now you can see two shadows. You can see the two shadows. If you want to see more accurately, I'm just going to increase the second shadow. Can you see? You can see the two shadows. So like this, you can provide shadows for the text also. And not only for the text, you can also provide shadows for the images also. How to provide shadows for the image? So based on the border shadow, we can do here. See, now what I'm going to do, I want to apply shadow for my image. So we already used the image tag here. In this only, I'm going to write the shadow. For that, we will make use of the property called a box shadow. Why I'm saying box shadow here means this is looking like a box because you applied a border. Okay, so now this is also same thing. You have to provide some values, how much away from the x-axis, how much away from y-axis, and what will be the blurriness you need. I'm going to give 4 pixels, and you can see here you're getting. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give white now. So now see the shadow, you can get it, correct? And you can also round it up here itself. You can round that also. Shadows and everything will get rounded. When once you round the border, automatically the shadow will also get rounded up. Okay. So this is how you can provide shadows for text and also for images, whatever you want. You can also provide shadow for these boxes also because you have provided padding and all. So padding, margin and all we have learned in the previous session. Okay, and later what we are going to learn now here is we learned in this session some kind of background properties, and also we have learned how to add images in our web page. That and all we have learned. Now we are going to learn how to add audio and video in our document. So in order to add audio and video, we will make use of the tags called audio tag and video tag. So first we will add audio. In order to add audio, use a tag called audio, and by default, it is going to provide an attribute called SRC, which means you need to give the location from where you are getting that audio. So before going to add the path of the audio, I just want to get the audio file into my folder. Just add it into my folder. I'll just drag, this is, I think, MP3 is nothing but audio. So I'll put it here. And one of the video, I'm just dragging and put it here. I just want to add a audio first. So what is the tag we use here is audio tag. So what is the name that I have given for the audio here is audio MPEG. You just write that name. So audio dot MPEG. Automatically it will give. So now you can see you're not able to see anything here because we need to use a one attribute called controls. Now you can see the audio image, you got it here. So once you click this play button, it will start playing the audio. You can also increase and decrease the volumes. You can pass it also. Usually, when you open this page, this audio will not play automatically. If you sometimes when you open any website, there will be videos automatically it will play, right? So if you want to make it to play automatically once you open your pages, there is a one more attribute called autoplay. Now see, once it get refreshed, see there, I didn't click this play button. Once it get updated, automatically it start playing. So this is how you can add audios in your web pages. And one more thing, how to add video in our web page using a tag. See, so now what I'll do, I'll just remove this autoplay so that it will not play again and again. So now what I'll do here is I'm just going to add a video in my application. So use a video tag. So here also you need to provide the from where you are getting the video. Here I'm having a video that is this one. So simply type this one. You just type it, okay, nursery rhymes dot. So automatically will get it. You just click this one. So, but you cannot see here, you are getting only the blank thing, but you cannot see any controls to play or something like that. So if you want to do, you have to use in this also controls attribute. Now you can see you can have these icons to play, and the width and height is very much big. You can reduce this height and width just by providing the attributes called width. Width is equal to, you can provide how much width you want, that much, 100 pixels, and height is equal to, I'm just giving something like 200 pixels. So gradually the size is going to be decreased. Here it is very close for me. What I'll do, I'll just use two break tags so that I can able to generate some space between them. And if you see any kind of videos, there will be like some thumbnails. You can also provide some kind of thumbnails also by using a property called poster is equal to. Thumbnails can be provided using the attribute poster and give what kind of thumbnail you need to provide, that path you have to give it here. I'm going to give some file name called thumbs up. Thumbs up here I have already added. So I'll just give that one thumbs up dot a png. Now see, initially the video having a blank. Once I use this poster attribute, the thumbnail is added. Once you click this icon, it will start playing the video. You can increase the video size, means like this is a win, okay. So here you can increase it, and also you can, it's a you can increase by using this icon, okay, you full screen, okay. You can also come back, okay. So you can also download these videos, see download, and you can increase and decrease the speed of the playback, okay. That and all you can make use of. How we will do normally, you can make use in your documentation also. So this is how we can add audio and video in our web pages. And also we are going to learn how to add a Google map in our web documentation. Just to open any browser, just to search for your Google map. So once I open, it is going to open multiple links. Just use the official site, Google Maps. So in this, you have to provide the location, what you need to add in your document. So here I just want to add a place called Mangala. So just to search for that place, and I want to add a police station. It's this kind of location, I just want to add it so that that specific location will be gathered, and you got that place here. Now what I need to do, I just want to add this one. I just want to add this place. So what you should do, simply click this share button, and here it will be having two options. In this, use a option called embed a map. Here it is going to give the HTML snippet. Okay, that snippet is iframe. This is also one type of HTML tag only. Simply copy this snippet and paste it in your document. Simply paste it your document. That's it. That's it. Now what I'll do, I'll just close these things, and I have opened it. I already said that it will be like side by side only. Because until you use break tags, then only it will be in the new line. So now it is in this one. So now say your map, you can also increase and decrease the size of it. Okay. So by default, I have taken the medium size. That's why you got it in this width and height. So now see the place the you can add it here, and you can if you can also see if you want to see the view larger map how you have seen in the official website, you can also view like that also. Okay, so and also you can zoom in, zoom out like that. You can also change the view of your map also. Okay, so this is how you will add a Google Maps in your document. And the next thing that we are going to discuss here is how to add a YouTube videos in your document. How to add YouTube videos in your document? Yes, it is also similar way. I'm going to open a YouTube channel. In that, I'm going to search for some videos. Okay, I'm going to search for some videos, and that video I want to add it in my document. Let us see. I just want to add some kind of this song. I just want to add it. So what you can do, just to click this. So what you have to do? So you want to add this video in your document. So click this share option. There, here also you will have an option called embed. Click it. This also be generated using the HTML tag called iframe. Simply copy this snippet and add it in your Visual Studio Code. That's it. Once you add it, you can check it in your document. So now I'll just close everything. So now what I'll do, just drag it down. So see here. So let us take some video. Let's try this video. So now what I'll do, I'll just same process. Click the share and click the embed and copy the snippet and paste it here. So automatically it will generate see here, it will generate, see if I'll just make it like this. So automatically it will provide the width, the height, the place where you are getting the video, and what is the title of your video, what is the frame border, and how it should get adjusted. It is just looking like this. Usually some of the YouTube videos will not recommend to open in your same site. You have to see it in your YouTube only. So this is what sometimes happens. So what I'll do here is I'll just going to add a video. Okay, I just want to add this video. Let us think like this. I just want to add this AI. Now what I'll do, same thing, go share option, embed, copy. See, no issues. If you are not able to display that one, also no problem. You can click it and it is going to open in the YouTube. But what I'm saying, I just want to open the video in my, sorry, in YouTube video in my document only. So for that, I'm just trying to show here. So I'll just paste it the thing, what I copied. So now see, now you can see, you can also add the videos that you can view from your site only. So if you click, the video will going to play in in your site itself, like this. So some of the videos will not be allowed, but a few videos will be allowed. It's no problem. Although if you are not able to view in your site, it is going to open in the YouTube itself. So like this, you can able to add whatever you want in your document using the HTML tags.
In later sessions, we are going to see few more HTML and CSS concepts. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more notifications. Like, share and comment below. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.